and welcome back to Monetize Your Mind. We're talking about getting published with a system and with Seeger Publishing. Bob Baer's the host of Monetize Your Mind. He's the creator of this idea. And it really is about helping those that have an idea take it to the marketplace and literally get it out there. But this time we're going to be talking about, well, marketing of that product, right?
Yeah, there's several types of authors. You can have an author that writes a book and it is a manuscript that stays in the right-hand front drawer. Then you can have a published author that actually gets it into print, and that's a big accomplishment. Even if they still have cases of their books in the garage, they still accomplished a lot by actually doing the work and going through, getting it published, getting it done. But what I like to see are best-selling authors.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to write a book and actually get it published, let's figure out how to also sell it, because the important thing to me is I feel like my mission is to get the word out. And I have one definition of word, and other people have their own definite. Whatever your good, positive word is, I like to help other people get their word out to the world, because if enough of us are able to get a good, positive message out, whether it's self-help, whether it's entrepreneurial, we can make a change. And so I feel like I'm leveraging myself in life. I'm leaving some sort of legacy by helping other people get a positive message out. And the only way to do that is if the book sells.
Right.
So we have to get it written well, we have to have it published well, and the entire time we're doing that, we need to have a plan on how we're going to market it. Some people create a book launch, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. We have a conference coming up next month just on how to do a book launch. And there are bestsellers on Amazon.com, and then there are New York Times bestsellers, and they're two completely different things. And when you're getting ready to launch a book, the most common launch is a launch on Amazon.com, and you want to make it into a bestseller in one of those categories. So you want to be #1 or in the top 10 in your particular category. There are other rankings. The New York Times bestseller list, that's kind of a coveted goal, but you really have to work at that, and that takes a completely different campaign. And then there's launching your book into the bookstores and having book signings and publicity and PR. So rather than trying to learn that new lesson and that new experience by yourself, it really is helpful to have somebody that's been through it that can kind of give you a checklist and some guidance and say, well, let's give you a plan. I have a checklist that's a 12-month plan. Mm-hmm. Okay, if your book launch is going to be 12 months from now, what do we need to do this week, next month? And so you have a schedule. These are the things that you need to be doing all along so that you're ready 12 months from now, so that everything goes together like clockwork and you actually have a successful launch.
Now, your work.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.